Welcome to Yoga for You. With your host, Anna Del Rosal, certified yoga teacher. Yoga is not a substitute for medical attention, examination, diagnosis, or treatment. Please check with your doctor before beginning any exercise regimen, especially if you recently had surgery, are pregnant, or postnatal. If at any moment something doesn't feel right, please stop. It's important to listen to your body. I will provide detailed instruction as you move in and out of poses to ensure your safety. If you have any questions, contact your local yoga teacher or studio. Thank you for tuning in. Have a blessed day. Welcome to Yoga for You with Anna. Today we're going to do some gentle chest openers. So in our society, we're at the computer a lot, we're on our phones. So we're starting to create this concavity in our chest. And so really the focus of today is just about opening up the back. So we're going to start in a gentle back bend, gentle heart opener. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your mat. If you have a blanket, you can roll your blanket up nice and tight. But just in case we don't all have a blanket, you're going to take your mat and just roll it up. And just a couple inches, about 3 inches. And what you're going to do is you're going to lay over this where your bra strap area, or is the shoulder, the back of the shoulders, the lower edges of the shoulders. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to gently lay down. Okay. So you want to have your arms over that roll. And it's just a small opening here. So just really easy and gentle. And now legs, you can have them straight out. You can have your knees bent. Or you can come into a Baddha Konasana with the soles of your feet together, knees open wide. And just take a couple of big deep breaths here. You can let the shoulders soften. And just make sure you're lengthening the back of your neck here so you're not overarching the cervical spine. Now, if you created your roll too big, you can unroll it a little bit. Wherever you are, just take a couple big deep breaths. Gonna take 5 more breaths here. So this is a great one to do after the end of a day, at the end of a day of work, or after you've been driving. Just to open up your chest, open up your lungs. Good. Take 2 more breaths. And if you're actually enjoying this, you can hit pause and just stay here a little longer. If you're ready to move, just draw your legs together. You're going to roll to one side. And then allow the mat to unfurl. And you're going to come to lay back on your mat, on your back. And this time with your knees bent. Okay, perfect. Arms are down by your side, feet underneath your knees. And you're going to press down through your heels. We're going to come into dynamic bridge. So you're going to inhale, lift your hips, lift your arms overhead. And then exhale, roll everything down. Keep your arms actually there. Roll everything down. Your tailbone's the last to drop. So this time, inhale, lift your hips. And then exhale, roll your arms down as you roll your spine down. Just moving through each vertebrae one at a time. Inhale, lift your hips, lift your arms. And then exhale, curl your spine down. Keep your arms where they are. So you're just opening up through the upper back here. And inhale, lift your hips. Press down through the upper shoulders. Exhale, lower your spine, bring your arms down. So we're going to do that one more time. And again, inhale, lift your hips, lift your arms. And keep your arms there. Exhale, lower down. Good. And then last one, press your hips up. Scoop that tailbone. Keep pressing into your heels. And then exhale, lower everything down. Good. We're going to come into one more bridge so you can just hold it, but keep your arms down by your side. Press down through the arms, lift your hips. And we're just going to hold it here for a couple of breaths. Make sure that you're not lifting your toes, that you're pressing through the entire foot on each leg. And tuck that tailbone so you're feeling your lower glutes here and your hamstrings firing. Take 3 more breaths. Press down through your arms. Good. Take 1 more full breath. Good. And then slowly roll down. Beautiful. Hug your knees into your chest and just slightly rock side to side, just massaging out that back and then just rolling to one side and come up. Come onto your hands and knees, please. So your hands are right under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. So I just want you to push the floor away with your hands so you feel your shoulder blades move apart, and then draw your shoulder blades together so you let your chest drop. And again, push the floor away. So we're just protracting here the shoulder blades, stretching between that area, and then draw your shoulder blades together, pinching them together. And again, push and retract. And one more, push away, and then come back. Good. So find a neutral there. So it's more about pushing the shoulder blades away, and you don't want them pinching towards each other. So this starts to engage this muscle underneath the armpit. You're going to inhale, just lift your chest like a cat. Pull the belly in. Exhale, sit back into child's pose. And again, inhale, come forward. Lift your chest a little bit. Exhale, round back. Curl your tailbone under. Scoop the belly in. And again, inhaling. And exhaling. Good. 2 more. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, go back. And last one, inhale. And exhale, curl back. And let's just hold that child's pose for a couple breaths. But I want you to walk your hands out like a downward dog. So your elbows are lifted. And push the floor away. And press a little bit more into that pinky edge of your hands. Good. 2 more breaths. One more full breath. And then inhale, come up, and you're going to lay on your belly. We're going to come into Sphinx pose. So you're on your stomach. And your elbows are bent, just like the Sphinx. You're going to press, so same thing here. Just retract your shoulder blades together so your ears are right by your shoulders. And then push the floor away. And then from here, think of dragging the elbows back to your hips so you lift your chest a little bit more. If you want to see that again, just drop your shoulders. Push the floor away, and then isometrically pull the arms back so you lift your chest through a little bit. Then lengthen your tailbone. Let's just take a couple of breaths here. So keep pressing down. You can lift the chin a little bit. And keep drawing your tailbone towards your heels. The lower belly's lifting. So you're taking the pinch out of the low back. Good. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then exhale, lower down. Rest one cheek to the mat. We're going to add on, so we'll come up in a second. You can shake your hips out if you need to. And then rest the other cheek to the mat. Just 1 more breath here. And then inhale. Come up back into your Sphinx. So again, press down through the elbows and slightly drag them back. So you feel your heart sort of sliding forward. And now cross your right forearm in front of your chest. Bend the left knee and take that left foot. So you can be here or here, whatever's comfortable for you. Try not to have this hip lifting. Try to keep that hip down. So we're getting a quad stretch here as well as getting the back bend. So we're just opening that whole front line of the body. Keep pushing the floor away, so make sure you haven't sagged, but find that strength in your arm. Take 2 more breaths. Good, 1 more full breath here. And then gently release, and we're going to go right into the other side. So take that left elbow across, bend the right knee, and again, make sure the front of the hips are connected to the mat. Then you can grab the foot however you can. It can be higher, or if you're more flexible, you can bring that foot in. You can also rotate the shoulder if you need to. But press into the left hand, the left elbow, and breathe. Good. Take 3 more breaths. Good. 1 more full breath. Good, and then release the foot. Again, lower to your stomachs for a brief moment. Rest 1 cheek down. So just come all the way down. And 2 breaths here. Shake out your hips if you need to. Good, 1 more. Good, then come back to your hands and knees. And make your way to downward dog for a brief moment. I'm just going to connect this to myself. Okay, so your hips push down through the hands, hips in the air. And just have this extension pose here to just release the spine, release your head. And then look forward and I'm stepping my left foot forward this time. Step 1 foot forward, drop the right knee if your left foot's forward. And you're going to inhale, bring your left hand to your left thigh and extend that right arm up. So again, just lean back gently into this pose. So lift, breathe into your chest. Good, 1 more breath here. So from here, we're going to go into a high lunge. Bring your hands to prayer, actually. Curl your back toes under if you haven't. You're going to push into that back heel or back foot and lift that back knee. Arms up. Good. So here we're getting that quad stretch in that back foot. Lengthen your tailbone down towards the floor. And you can get that stretch through, in my case, the right side. It might be your left leg. Good. Soften the shoulders. Good. 1 more breath. Good. And then lower the back knee, both hands down. And let's actually just come to 4s. Step back to 4s, and then come back into downward dog. Just to stretch out your back. Good. 1 more breath. So if you want to come to 4s to step that right foot forward, feel free, or just step the right foot forward. Lower the left knee or whichever is your opposite leg. So make sure you're doing the other side. Right hand to thigh, left arm up. So lift the low belly here so you can find the back bend through your chest. I don't want you just to drop into the pose. Find that you can lift out of your pelvic floor. Soften the shoulders. Good. 2 more breaths. Good. And then curl the back toes under if you haven't. Hands to prayer. Pull the low belly and press into both feet to lift up. Keep that back knee bent. So you're tucking the tailbone here a little bit. So you really get this nice quad stretch. And hands to prayer. Whew. Press into your front heel. Keep lifting your spine up. 2 more breaths. Good. 1 more full breath, please. So we're going to change it up. I just want you to step your back foot forward so you're standing at the front of your mat. Whew. You might shake out your legs. Okay, close your eyes a moment here in standing pose. Feet under your hips. Lift your lower belly so you feel your tailbone lengthen. Lift the front of your spine. Shoulders soft. Good. One more breath here. Good. And then open your eyes if they're closed. And you're going to let's step your left leg back. And you're going to have both legs straight. We're going to come in and out of Warrior One. So you're going to inhale, come into Warrior One. And then exhale, release. And again, inhale, bend that front knee, lift your chest. Exhale, release. 3 more, inhaling. And exhaling. Good, twice more, inhale. And exhale. Good, last time, come into it. And all I want you to do here is bend your elbows. So the elbows are shoulder height. Draw the shoulder blades together. So we did this retraction here where you're pinching your shoulder blades together and lift your chest. Again, lift the low belly and breathe. Maybe sink into that front knee a little bit more. Good, 2 more breaths. Good, and then straighten. Release your arms, and again, step your back foot forward. Good, let's take a breath here, inhaling fully. Exhale completely. And then we'll switch sides. So now your right leg back, or if you did the opposite side, do that leg. So both legs straight, we start it. You're going to inhale into Warrior One, sweep the arms up, and then exhale, release. And again, inhale. And exhale. So as you breathe in, try to find more length through your spine into your chest. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhaling. And holding, exhale. Good. Bend your elbows. Shoulder height. I don't want them lower. Shoulder height. Draw the shoulders back so you can get a little bit more opening to the front. Bend that front knee a little bit more. Good. 1 more full breath. Good, and then come all the way, straighten that leg, release the hand, right foot steps forward. Good. So come to stand, and again, just close your eyes here. We're going to do one balancing pose. So soften through your shoulders. And before we move there, I want you can keep your eyes closed or open them. You're going to just bring your awareness to your feet. Notice how you're standing, where you're standing. If you're on the balls of the feet, the heels, the inner or outer edges. And then try to center your weight evenly through your feet. And then hug the shins in. Hug the inner thighs in so you feel the outer glutes engage. Lift that lower belly. Lift your heart. Okay, so standing on your right leg, bend that knee a little bit so you find the quad strength. And then bend that left knee behind you, bringing the foot behind you. So you want to grab the inside of the foot. This helps you to open your chest a little bit more versus if you're here, your chest is closed off. So try to grab the inside of the foot. Some of you may just stay right here, lengthen the tailbone, take your arm up. So option 1 is staying right here and just finding that balance. Option 2 is begin to push the foot back. So now you're starting to create that back bend, and you're going to extend, or actually tilt your chest forward. The more you push the foot back, the more you might want to come forward. Be careful to bring your chest lower than your hips. So this is still a quite upright position. Good, 2 more breaths. Oh, I'm going to lose it. 1 more. Good. And then slowly come up. And release the hands. Okay. Be grateful you have 2 sides. Let's do the other side. So standing on that left leg. Bend the knee a little bit so you feel the quad. Hug the outer hips in. Lift your belly, and then take that right knee and bend the knee so your foot comes behind you. Grab the foot from the inner edge of the foot. So you're rolling that right arm bone out, left arm up. Option 1 is staying here. Take a full breath in. Exhale it out. If you want to go further, press that right foot into the hand. So now you start to create the shape through your spine and then begin to tilt forward. You can keep pushing the foot back behind you. Keep your eyes on one spot. Good. Take 3 more breaths. Good. 1 more full breath. And then inhale, slowly come up. Release your hand or release your foot. And come to stand. Close your eyes. Just find your neutral here. Breathe into your belly. Good. 1 more breath. Okay. And we're going to come to sit. So come to sit on your bottom. Extend both legs out straight in front of you. Move the flesh away from your sit bones. So if you have a tighter low back, you can bend the knees just to get out of the hamstrings, and you can fold forward here. You can also straighten the legs. And I want you to think of tilting that pelvis forward, grabbing your feet, your shins, the floor. Relax the shoulders. So this forward fold is nice, balancing to all that back extension that we've done. And just breathe. Take 4 more breaths. Good. 2 more breaths. And then inhale, slowly come up. And we're going to do a twist here to help just this find neutral in the spine. So let's bend that left knee. Take that left foot across the right leg. Both hands grab the left shin. So sit up nice and tall, shoulders slide down your back. Inhale the left arm up. And you're going to exhale, twist to the left. The left hand comes back behind you. So you see my hands are up on my fingertips. It sort of acts like a kickstand to help me keep my spine long. And then I hug that left knee in with the right arm. So as you inhale, find length. Exhale, twist. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. So try to keep your chest open. Take 2 more breaths here. So each time, maybe you find a little bit more rotation. Good, 1 more. And then unravel your spine, and let's do the other side. So extend that left leg, right knee bends. Grab onto the shin with both hands, lift and lengthen up. Shoulders down your back though, so you're not scrunching the shoulders up to your ears. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale the right hand back behind you and coming up onto your fingertips so you can keep that length in the spine. And then hug the right shin in, right knee in with the left arm. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, twist. Inhale and exhale. Good. 2 more breaths. Good. 1 more. And then come back through center. Release the leg. And you're going to lay back onto your backs. Okay, here, just hug your knees in. Last pose, something nice and simple before your Shavasana. Just, you can lift the tailbone if you like or keep it down, your choice where you're feeling. And just rock side to side, massaging out your spine. And then hold it in the middle. Good, 1 more breath. Good, relax the shoulders. Extend your legs out. Turn your palms to face up. And take 3 deep breaths. So every time you exhale, allow your body to soften a little bit more. Allow your body to relax completely. So you have the choice here of either resting longer in the Shavasana if you have more time. But if your time is limited, slowly wiggle your fingers and your toes. And stretch your arms overhead. And then hug your knees into your chest, And then gently roll to one side. Use your hands to come up to sit. And find a comfortable seat, please. Close your eyes. Good, bring your hands to prayer. And just actually take a moment to give yourself for taking the 20-25 minutes out of your day to do something that not only is good for your body, but it's good for your mind, good for your soul. And just acknowledging that in yourself. And thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you next time. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.